Chicago Bears. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out. To the 27.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Hey, got three down. Hang on, you see it, Red,
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lock in, lock in. Move, move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Will Fuller back deep to return. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Able to push his way through. Caught left side, Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 46 yards. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Rolling to his left. Convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson, flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. For the Chicago fans, as the Bears come back on the field here, I hate to beat a dead horse, but you go back to that opener. What a heartbreaker. They had the 20-0 lead in Green Bay, your division rival. Everything was rolling, and then Aaron Rodgers led that comeback. But how do they rebound from that? That was a tough defeat. Yeah, it really was. I think they said during the game that the 17-0 lead at the half for Chicago, that was the biggest deficit Green Bay had at home since 1958. Wow. In the first half. So that tells you what a big deal it was. How do they rebound? Number one, you embrace the disappointment. You realize how bad it was and what an opportunity you let slip away. And then you emphasize all the positives in the game. How they ran the football well on offense. How on defense, Khalil Mack led a bunch of guys getting after the quarterback. Take that, move forward. They got a chance to be a pretty decent team. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Let's go. 18. Ran, go. 18.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Ran. 18.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Blue. 18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Let's go.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
On second down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
And the catch made by Hop. Going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Watson dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Texans send the punter out. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. This is taken at the 15. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
To throw is Watson. Caught. It's Ellington. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He may try and go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to fire one deep over the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. Broken tackle. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 48 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down. Well, quite a few teams this past week in the NFL were playing with new quarterbacks, guys that have been in the league, but in a new uniform. And they had quite a bit of success. You noted some of them. Who'd you have down?
It was really incredible success when you think about it. Kirk Cousins in Minnesota won. Case Keenum in Denver won. Alex Smith with Washington won at Arizona. Pat Mahomes, he started one game last year, but it was really a throwaway. His true debut on the road against the Chargers wins. And Tyrod, whichever way he wants it pronounced, got a tie with Cleveland. How about special category? Ryan Tannehill back with the Dolphins. He wins in their home game against Tennessee. And fear the beard, Ryan Fitzpatrick with a monster performance on the road, beating New Orleans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And if you guys were worried, Brady and Rodgers still pretty good.
Yes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Back now in Houston. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we... Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now out comes Houston. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now it's Watson trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second is Watson. Forced out to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talked with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they lift him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sam Acho there for the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Watson, option left, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Texans send the punter out. On for his second punt. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They begin with a run by Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And Watson's going to throw it here. Flushed it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Texans send the punter out. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.